Welcome back, everyone, to Merge Conflict, your behind-the-scenes scoop at Apple Event 2024. It's Glowtime, baby. Woof.
You're so ahead of me. I don't even know, man. Like, are we up to iPhone 18s? Is that what you're talking about? The iPhone 18? I've been
Okay,
looking forward to it.
let's just get into it. We're recording this podcast, obviously, more than a week before the Apple event on September 9th, which is the day that this podcast comes out. Okay, so we've recorded this early. Frank and I will do on our YouTube, we'll do some shorts. We'll give you our impressions.
Oh,
You can follow us there afterwards. I got to show Frank how to do that. Send me a
we
file. Yeah.
we haven't done enough shorts. We have to speak very quickly. If I've learned anything from shorts and TikTok, so I have to speak more quickly. You speak at a fine pace, James.
Do I? I don't know. It's 1 minute, so it's not a lot of time. So yeah.
Yeah, it's true. We're recording an evergreen episode. Hopefully, it'll be evergreen. In that it's playable anytime / not when Apple's announcing things.
Well, let's just go ahead and assume that everything that Mark Gurman from Bloomberg actually predicted will come true, and we're going to pretend. And then you all who is listening, when the Apple event actually happens later today, you can see what we think. So here's our impressions. First, Apple Watch Series 10. It's here. It's going to come in two standard sizes. You got the 45 millimeter and the 49 casing. We're going to get a new Apple Watch Ultra 3. And for the first time, we're going to get an Apple Watch that is made out of plastic. How do you feel about that, Frank?
Honestly, we've been due for a plastic watch. I hope it's really good plastic. But I'm what I was most impressed by was their announcement to increase the price of all the watches by $100. No, I'm just kidding. That probably won't happen. It'll be up like $50. Honestly, I'm in the market for a watch, and I don't feel the need to spend many hundreds of dollars because it turns out I use my Apple Watch to tell the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrible. Sometimes I use it as a step counter. So I am all in on the new plastic future.
So there's going to be a Series Watch 10, 45 nanometers, 45 and 49, which is bigger than the 41, 45.
Milli.
So that's
Sure.
there, millimeter. It's going to have a resin-coated copper, which will allow for thinner
Oof.
logical board and enhanced durability and water resistance.
I mean,
says it's also...
I do recommend you resin coat all your electronics. You can just go buy epoxy at the Home Depot, crack open the plastic case, get that circuit board, epoxy it. It's now marine grade, take that thing in the sea.
Nice. Even the plastic one, just go for it. That's what I say. It says that they are thinking about doing a new magnetic band system. So we'll see. I don't know. That's fascinating. And then it's about it. They're maybe working on some new features like sleep apnea and hypertension, but it may not be ready. So that's just the normal Series 10, Frank.
Pretty good. I don't use sleep features. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. They said Ultra 3, basically unchanged. Maybe we'll have a new processor and it'll have some AI stuff. Now the glow up, by the way, the Glowtime is sort of talking about the Apple AI and how it will infuse everywhere. So you're not an ultra watch person, are you? That's not your jam.
No, but I've been considering it. My problem with the Ultra has always been it looked ginormous, and especially when I would see it in the wild, would look ginormous. But a friend was recently visiting, and they somehow have even smaller wrists than I do, and they were wearing an Ultra, and I don't know, didn't look half bad. So, like I said, I'm in the market, but plastic watch versus what are we up to? $5 million for the Ultra?
Well, if we were to look, and we'll get into the Series 3, apple.com. That's a website you can go to /watch. The Series 9, I'm imagining they're not going to change the price on it, but that is going to start you at... oh my goodness, 400, and then stainless steel 700. So $400 there. But again, Frank, you might be in luck because the Apple Watch SE3, which is going to come in at sizes of 41 and 45 millimeters, which is great.
All over the place.
is
Okay.
going to use rigid plastic, and this is going to lower production
Great.
and appeal to parents buying for children. That's what it says. That's what Mark says.
You know what? Children's electronics are the best. I always buy the child version of the Apple Fire tablet because it's
Yeah,
durable. You can
it's
drop it.
durable.
I want the
I'm in the
children's watch.
I'm in the market too. My Series 3, which we've talked about before, has a big gaping hole in it because I went head over handlebars. And
That's
I would
right.
say probably if it was plastic, the whole thing would have cracked. But the screen
Perhaps.
cracked, which, I don't know if that's great.
Well, I
So,
assume it's still going to have the same screen cover because you don't want to put like a soft plastic cover on these screens. They take
no.
such a beating. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully that's just a nice backing case. Do you
Yep.
think it's going to be less than? Okay, I'm sorry. I ruined the effect. This already happened. Boy,
Yes.
James, can you believe its price?
I
That
can't
they
believe it's only
actually increased slash
$99.
decreased it?
Wow. What a deal. It's cheaper than an
Yeah.
Apple TV.
Well, we'll
Uh,
find out, I guess, in the future slash past.
I wonder if they're going to try to bring it in at $199 because the current price for
That'd
the
be
40
nice.
millimeters $249. So I bet they try for a $199 price.
That would be nice. Down $50. You ruined my prediction from the beginning.
You think it's going to be the plastic is going to be up? I bet the other ones will be the
No,
same
I'm
price. And
hoping the plastic will be down, but I'm assuming like the Ultra is going to go up $50 or something.
yeah,
Inflation, it's the supply chain, something.
supply chain. Yes. Yeah. There you go. All right. Are you in the market for new AirPods?
Absolutely not. Though I did just find mine recently, and I hear the new ones are getting better at the Find My. So whenever there's a new breakthrough in the Find My, because mine are giving false positives all the time. But so far, so good. I even dropped mine in a 3-foot mud pit today. Picked
Hmm.
them up, jammed them right back in my ear, mud and all. Worked fine. So, no, decent product, I would say, right there. Haven't had to
Nice.
replace them. How about
Now,
you?
do you have the
AirPod guy?
Pro? Do you have the Pros or just the normal AirPods?
I did upgrade to the pros this last
Ah,
time. I don't know if I see the difference, but I do use the noise canceling feature a bit. I'm not sure if I believe it actually works. Like, you're using a large saw. Like, I'm an engineer, I should know this, but you're using a very large saw. That saw is creating a lot of vibrations in the air. Those vibrations are hitting your ear and they're hurting because it's a loud noise. How is this little device? I know you give it the inverse pattern of whatever waveform it's detecting, but can it really stop the vibrations, the big pressure? I guess they can, but I'm not sure if they're actually safe as ear protection. So I still
yeah.
can't decide if I should be using them as ear protection. Everyone, please write into the show and let me know if my AirPods are ear protection or not. I know they make things quieter. I know they do that, but are they
Yeah.
protection?
That's a good question. Like if you were to put in those little styrofoam thingies or like put on
Right.
some headphones, are they doing similar things or not? I don't know. That's a very good question.
I have to assume if my eardrum isn't pulsing, then it's not feeling the pressure. So
I'd
whatever.
assume. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm in.
But I don't know details, so I would love to know. Everyone, please write in.
Well, if you are interested in the non-pros, the apparently AirPods normal, the ones that just rest. I'm more of
Mm.
a pro. I'm not a pro user, but I'm more of the in ear, not on in and around ear. But apparently this one's going to actually have two models. That's what Mark is
Oh
reporting.
boy.
One with active noise cancellation and one without.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I think for the active noise cancellation, you either have to surround your whole ear or you have to jam it in there. I
yeah.
don't think you can really do it any other way.
So I'll be interested. And they say they're going to upgrade to the H2 chip, which is the same one inside of your AirPods Pro. Go from there. Do you remember another product called the AirPods Max?
Oh, are these actually the over-the-ear headphones, or are these just something else?
Those
Yeah.
are the ones over the
Okay.
years. Yeah, yeah. Now
What
this
are
isn't
like
the possible
$400
camp.
headphones? I love
This
these.
550, I think, is how
Oh
much they
God.
are. Yeah.
Someday Kruger Systems will invest in AirPods Max.
There's a rumor mill that there might be uh, a a new version of it. But we're not going to stay into the rumor mill because we're going to get out of the rumor mill.
No, this already happened. We don't need rumors.
No, but actually, let's get into one more rumor possibly because I
Oh,
would
I
be
see.
excited.
Okay.
iPad Mini 7. Oh, iPad
Oh,
Mini.
if only. I mean, every year we predict an iPad Mini, right? And every
Yeah.
year they don't give us one. So let's do it again. So James, were you shocked by their announcement of the iPad Mini? Yes.
Heather has an iPad Mini 6th gen and she loves it. We take it on trips. She takes it to the beach. Like, oh, she takes it everywhere. So yeah,
It's a good size.
it's a
It
great
fits in
size.
a little bag. Yeah. It's bigger than your phone. That I think that's always been the problem with the Mini is the phones have gotten so big that the difference is questionable.
Yeah.
But the size is amazing.
Yeah. It would be really fantastic to see that all happen and a new one come out.
Well, especially
Um,
with all the new stylus stuff, with all the new pencil stuff, because its pencil support is old, if not non-existent. I don't even know.
yeah, it's true. Apparently, the rumor is that said Apple internally considered the device constrained, which could signal impending update. The current model is approaching its third year on the market. Rumors have suggested Apple's developing a seventh gen, potentially slated for release this year. It would have an A17 Pro chip or better, enabling support for Apple Intelligence. Device may receive a camera upgrade on both ends, in line with the recent updates. They would have Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3. These improvements would bring it up to speed with the current Apple devices. It's unclear whether the refresh will make it or not. Nothing about the different pen support, though. So that's fascinating.
That is. Yeah. Holdovers from the old Steve Jobs era where we'll never need a stylus with these devices. They're touch devices, darn it.
Touch devices. Yes. Well, that's all the stuff besides the iPhone, Frank.
Well, okay. Well, Mini's a big deal. I'm not nothing's been huge, but we've been doing these incremental events lately. It's fine. It's fine. But this is the iPhone event. Like that's what the September event is. So
Yes. Which means that we can potentially expect a whole flurry of new iPhone 16s and iPhone 16 Pros. I
darn it,
don't
I was wrong again. I really thought they were going to be 18s. I thought we were just going to skip this whole
skip it.
16s thing.
And 17, just go straight to 18. Really just
You know
synchronize it with
what?
the OS.
It would be nice if I didn't have to remember 10 different version numbers.
That's true.
Well, the iPhone. How can the iPhone improve? James, were you excited to see that they added 7 cameras this time to the iPhone? Now it has 7 cameras.
I
I
can't
I
believe.
was blown away by that.
I can't believe that 6 of those are on the front of the camera.
Always on too. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, Apple, they want to collect that 3D data for the new spatial reality Apple Vision Pro 8 that they announced too.
Ah, boy. Well, at least they gave us the flip phone. Also, that's nice. We got the flexible screen one. That's super cool. And they even threw in just for me the iPhone with screens on both sides because why is there a screen on only one side of the phone? It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't.
So I'm glad Apple finally provided every iPhone variant that I've desired over the last 20 years. It's great.
It's very true. It's very true. Well, apparently there are going to be iPhone 16s and iPhone 16 Pros as well that are coming out. Okay, so here's what we think about some design changes. Well, first, bigger
Okay.
displays. First, bigger displays. It says, while the external designs are
Okay.
not expected to undergo major overall changes, we're expected to see slightly increases in display with a new aspect ratio for the 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max
New
bundles.
aspect ratio. I thought our aspect ratio. It's so weird ever since the notch happened. Aspect ratios kind of went out the door. We used to be 1080p. That used to be kind of nice. 1920 by 1080.
Yeah.
Aren't most Androids that way? Be nice if we had some. But with the notch now, it's so weird. Like you don't actually want the phone to be those dimensions because then the notch is in the way. So you need it to be a little extra longer.
Yeah. It's usually 21:9, I feel, is like the aspect ratio of a lot of Android devices,
Mm,
um, which obviously gives you kind of black bars on both sides. And Apple,
yeah.
I don't really know exactly what the ratios are for them. Let me look if I can see the sizes. I think they're just going to bump them up a little bit, but the
Well,
ratio,
since I mostly just watch 1990s television, I'm very accustomed to the black bars on the left and the right, so it's fine.
yeah. And with the notch and sort of the other thing, it sort of is fine. All right. It says a new capture button will be available on all 4 models and it'll be used for taking photos and videos.
Terrible. The phone needs fewer buttons. I want the buttonless phone.
Yeah. I guess
You
is
know,
that
I
the
was trying to
action
put
button?
mine I was trying to put yeah, it's the action button from the
Hmm.
Ultra, right?
Yeah.
Um I was trying to put mine in a little clamp today. And there was like very little real estate on the phone that you can actually clamp to
Yeah.
anymore. And it was so bad that like I could only clamp to like the bottom half of it, and my little pathetic tripod kept drooping the phone. It didn't have enough strength to hold the little phone up by its bottom.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was quite the difficulties today, thanks to already too many large buttons. I say no. We gotta go back to the small. Remember the little circle buttons? They were
Yeah.
tiny and they
Tiny
were
buttons.
small. You just put them out. Yeah. I want tiny little circle buttons just at the top because I need to clamp this phone to things. Also, I'm very happy that Apple announced that they're finally releasing an iPhone that actually has a flat back surface. So you can actually rest it on a surface without it being all jingly.
Yes.
That was very kind of them.
Yeah. Well, talking about things in general with the iPhones that we're assuming happened, the Apple Intelligence and improved Siri stuff is coming out. So obviously, all models of the iPhone 16 apparently are going to have it, but also they've upgraded the microphone apparently
Oh,
specifically for Siri.
that's cool. I wonder
Yeah,
if they added more or if they actually upgraded it. I should know this. It already happened. Uh, I mean, that's the reason to upgrade. I was
yeah,
already very saddened that I couldn't use Smart Siri on my iPhone, pathetically 12 or 13. I don't even know what I have.
yeah. It says that basically it'll have better signal to noise ratio, which will improve the Siri experience significantly and better water resistance.
Okay. Hey, if all I want, James, all I want is for Siri to be smart. It's a small thing. It's just, please let this be the year that Siri got smart. Um, that would just be such a gift to the entire world. Siri was a breakthrough 30 years ago when it was released, but these days.
Yeah. Ugh. We'll see. It says that there's going to be, for camera enthusiasts, improved 48 megapixel ultra wide lens on the 16 Pro models with better image quality, lower light conditions, and apparently both the 16 Pro and Pro Max are going to have a 5x telephoto lens that was limited before to the 15 Pro Max. So the normal Pro is going to get it. That's nice because I'm not a fan of when only the Pro Max gets stuff because nobody wants to buy a Pro Max, in my opinion. I mean, I think you do, but like no one in my life does. So I don't get to experience some of those features. So if the 16 Pro normal will have it, then that's great.
Hey Siri, stop.
Thanks, Siri.
I am so sorry, James, but I just had to listen to an ad from Apple the entire time you were speaking. Hey Siri, stop. I apologize to everyone.
She was talking on mine too.
Do you mind if we put a little edit in here because I need to go find what the heck Siri is playing on and stop it because it's driving me insane.
We got to keep going, Frank. I'm going to keep it moving.
Okay.
You go figure it
I'm
out.
just gonna keep an audio soundtrack. I'm listening to music in the background. It's gonna be nice.
Wait, is music just happening right now in your earbuds?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Because at first, I forgot to say dingus. I used the
Mm,
incorrect word.
yep.
So first, I got a good 2 minute ad from Apple. I have no idea what it was about, and then it just started playing some random music. So that's awesome. I'm pretty sure that's what I requested when I was speaking about the dingus becoming smart. and perhaps made
Uh,
my point. But I apologize, James, because I completely was distracted and completely missed everything you said. So I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Perfect. We're getting some new processors. No M1s, no M2s, no M3s, no M4s, but just an A18 Pro and a new A18 chip
Yeah.
for the normal 16. So no M models coming across. How do we feel about that?
I feel like the M is a bit of marketing. It's a little hard to tell. There definitely are differences, but you can make a really weak M series chip and you can make a really powerful A series chip. So I'm not sure. Is it just marketing? I feel like there probably are some fundamental differences deep down. That's why Apple keeps the names different. But at the same time, I'll always go back to the neural engine. That's the thing that both delights and enrages me about these chips because the neural engine is so cool. It's awesome. It makes my neural networks fast, but at
Yeah.
the same time is completely inconsistent between all the different chips out there. There's good neural engines on the M's. I haven't seen a good neural engine on the A's yet. Hopefully this one will impress me.
Yeah. Well, it better because, it's like this is what the Apple Intelligence is all about, at this point. So it better really step up its game.
Yeah, but we've been running large neural networks on Apple devices for what, a year now? I would say maybe I'm over exaggerating there. 6 months to a year. So we know it's possible. It's really just an efficiency thing, and
Mm,
so you can right now go get an iPhone app that will run a neural network on your phone, and so we know it's possible. So it's really cool. What the real stakes here are just don't kill the battery life. We all want our phones to still last through the day while also using AIs. So I think that's the trick Apple's trying to pull off is just to use less power when it's running these things.
yeah. Okay. Last rumors. How do we feel if there was a potential brand new Mac Mini, MacBook Pro, iMac with M4s? Now, this is for like later
Oh,
on in October,
wouldn't
but a
that be
fall
nice?
event. How do you feel about that?
Good. I have been having HDMI troubles with my monitor for a while, and granted, I should probably upgrade my monitor. It's ancient. But at the same time, it's 2024. Why am I having HDMI issues? It's so primitive. I want my iMac back, but I want an M series iMac, and I've been waiting for a powerful M series iMac. They've been a little underpowered for my taste, and so I would love a powerful uh, iMac. I would love a powerful Mac Mini. Give me either. I'll take either, whichever one. Just make them powerful. Don't mess around and make them the baselines.
Yeah, that's the rumor. So the rumor for an October event would be potential rumors of MacBook Pro, Mac Mini, iMac um, heading on there. Now, that being said, they're not necessarily sure if they would have anything beyond the M4. They're not sure about the M4 Pro or M4 Max. But that being said, it's not an iMac Pro, it doesn't sound like, right? So I don't know if you would hold out for an iMac Pro in that regard, or would you go all in general on the
It's so
M4?
weird how they name like what a pro is. Like to Apple's mentality, a pro means I want three protruding cameras on the back of my phone. That doesn't mean pro Apple.
I thought they
Um,
fixed it this year. They laid it flat, right? Just completely flat back 100%. They sunk the cameras into the back.
Don't mess with me, James. If they did that this year, I will be the first one in line. I will wake up 6 days before the phones are released, and I will just stand in line.
Well, did you see the new Pixel 9s? Like the camera bump on the back is like ginormous. It's like wild. I mean, I know
Exactly.
it's crazy. And they're all big, by the way. Every camera bump is ginormous for no reason.
Well, you
There's a reason.
completely distracted me. I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, please don't mess with my emotions like that. It's very important that they someday have a flat back on these phones.
So, what do you think about this launch event? How many new devices are you buying now that they're all out and available to purchase yesterday?
I'm 100% in on a phone. So they got me this year. I've been wanting to upgrade, and I think I've said it on the show probably 6 times already, but I just want it for the USB-C port.
Yeah.
You had me at USB-C, so the rest is just gravy. Um, The 8 additional cameras, 3 of which are on the side.
Nailed it.
Don't really need them.
Yep. And they're getting
But I
rid of
can't
Face
wait.
ID back to fingerprint. So I'm really excited about that too. Yeah.
You want the home button that fails to work after 3 years? That
Yes,
home button?
I'm in.
That
And
was the
it
good
actually
one.
glows. That's what the Glowtime is about. They're glowing up the Glowtime. Okay.
No,
Anyways, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think this all sounded very incremental to me.
Yeah.
You didn't blow me out. No Vision Pros, huh? No Vision Pro 6s?
No Vision Pros. I mean, I am excited about the potential of the new Apple Watch, the SE3. I think that it's
Yeah.
maybe a good time to refresh. I mean, I kind of like my phone and my watch. I want them to last as long as possible because you're on the iPhone 12. Is that correct?
I think I might be a little more along than that, but 12 or 13.
13.
We'll go with
I'm
one
on
of
the
those
11
two.
and Heather's on the 14.
Mhm.
14 Pro. Yeah.
Beautiful phones, but it does not have smart dingus features.
Do you want to see what I recently did? I don't know if you can.
I can. Is there a crack? James is
Oh,
showing me a very blurry phone, and there does seem to be some texture to its back. What did you
okay.
do?
It's hard to see because this is, you're not gonna be
You
able to
did
see it. It's
shatter. You shattered
gonna be
it
blurry.
on an
Anyways,
edge. Yeah, that's
I
ruining
you,
everyone's
you
vision.
can't see it on YouTube. That's the two Apple's triumph. I'm showing you a phone and you can't
Mm,
see. How about you can see it there a little
yeah,
bit? See
just a little bit. Yeah.
it's
Did you
actually like a
scratch it or
whole.
crack it?
I dropped it.
Yeah.
I must have dropped it, but then like a week later, I'm like, whoa, I got a bunch of cracks on my back of my screen. But it looks like I did it like right in this corner here on the other side of the cameras,
Yeah.
where the toggle switch is. So it's not impacting anything. Like it didn't affect the cameras. You can't feel anything. That's good. It's like under it. So Heather's like,
It
time for a
is.
new phone. I said, nope, not for me. I gotta hold out. I got cracked watch. I got cracked phone. That's
You
how I
know,
do it.
you're usually so ahead of things, but I think like broken device screens were really popular a few years ago. I don't know if they're still popular. Maybe they're still popular.
If
These
it's the
things take a while.
if it's the front, you got to get a new phone. You can't just be doing that. That's
No,
inappropriate.
no, it became stylish to have a broken phone. It's just like cool people don't care, man. Like whatever, my phone front's broke. Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. No, I mean, if it's the back, I'm okay with that. But if it's the front, I can't do that because I got to be able to read my stuff and do stuff. But this one's fine. It's good.
I thought you
So
wanted a dumb phone. Still doing that smartphone life. Can't get away from it.
it's a good question. I mean, the dumb phone's coming in January, so we got a few months to wait until we make it happen, Frank. So I'm excited for
I
that.
see.
Yeah,
Okay. That'll be a whole different event. That'll be the dumb phone event of January.
exactly. I'm excited. All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Let us know how we did with the rumors. They were not our rumors. There's rumors we read off of Mac Rumors, and we assume all of them are true. At this point, I feel like usually pretty accurate. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Gurman, yeah.
German.
I
Yeah,
mean,
pretty
one or
good.
two things are be wrong, but they're pretty minor.
Pretty good.
A watch won't come out. Those
Exactly.
plastic ones have better come out though. I want a plastic watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back next week with some more goodies, and we will update our YouTube page with some stuff about stuff. How do you feel about that?
I do like updating stuff, but I hope it's short stuff and we talk very quickly. Those would be
Yes.
the fun kind of stuff.
Sounds good. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's Merge Conflict. So until next time, I'm James Montemagno.
And I'm Frank Kruger. Thanks for watching and listening.
Peace.